Namaste to all of you. We're going to have to do this more often. Doing a middle of the week live stream. I think this is the second week in a row we do a live stream other than Friday or Sunday. How's everyone doing? I hope you're having a good week, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who we have here first. Let's say hello to a few of you. I have a lot of announcements to make today, and it's going to be a good day on Friday. Let me tell you that right now. But let's see who we've got here. Amazing Grandma, how you doing? Ricky Massey, Yarn Prepper, how are you? Long Dog T, Sheila, Tracy Bailey, Ultra Mega Prepper, how you doing? Let's see, Tom Larson, how you doing? All the way from Michigan, good to see you. B Walker, Jan, how you doing, Jan? Stewart's Prepping, Morse Venture Channel, Puddin, Long Dog T, how are you? Tracy M, the Fookster is here. JT, how are you? Good to see you. Sheila Wixon, Michael Eversberg, how are you doing? 5x5. I am amazed at how good the internet coverage is. And I heard that we had some kind of a big solar flare impact the earth here not too long ago. It must have passed already. But this is probably the best download speeds that I've had, or upload speeds that I've had. I think it's at like 19, which is really good for me. I know that for a lot of you, it's probably nothing, 19. But for me to get a 19, man, that's something to celebrate, ladies and gentlemen. Fran Moyer, how you doing? Ellen, Evita, how are you? JR, how are you doing, my friend? Taco Strippers here. Nitekri, how are you doing? You must be from, let's see, Nitekri DePaul, you must be from Texas, from A&M. I think that's where they say howdy all the time. It's in Texas A&M. Let's see. Sarita Loves Living, Surviving Behind Liberal Lines. How you doing? Marie Lunt, Mary Max, Jason. How you doing, Jean? Tony. 103 Catherine, how you doing? North of the 52nd, good to see you. Joyful Orange, Orange Too Sweet. Ashley Anderson, Gyla, D's Crafts. Janine, how are you? The Alchemist, how are you doing? Penguin Squad. Linda Bop is in the house. Karen Mills. Tucker Hershey, how you doing? Wow, really? 90% of highways in Wyoming are closed for 2 to 3 days. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you Wyomingians, if that's how you say it, are prepared to not get anything resupplied for the next 3 days or so. Okie 405, how you doing? Mary Misfit. Rockin' Rhonda, how are you? Prepper Nerd is in the house. I don't talk about you enough, Prepper Nerd. How are you doing, my friend? Ladies and gentlemen, go check out Prepper Nerd's channel, especially if you are a new prepper. He has an awesome catalog system that allows you to keep track of all of your preps, where they are, how many, all these things. And it's a really cool system. I've never actually done it. I've tried it, and it works really well. But I've never actually done it because my pantry is so old now that I pretty much know where everything is. Like, for example, my daughter can call me right now and say, hey, Dad, where's this? And I tell her, okay, go in the door, take a right-hand turn, second shelf from the floor, and take a look right in the middle, and that's where you're going to find it. So I know where everything is, ladies and gentlemen. You can pretty much ask me anything that's in there, and I can tell you where it is. But he's got a great system of being able to track and rotate your preps as well. Remedial Prepper, how you doing? Let me say hello to all of the new community members. I've noticed that we've had a few new subscribers, and I like to call you all community members because that's what we are here, as a community. This is not a channel of one. It's really all of us. So hello to all of you that are new to the channel. Thank you very much for joining our awesome community. If you watch this on the rerun and you have a chance to join in on a live stream, come on over on the live streams, because we usually have a lot of fun during our live streams. And every once in a while, I go on a rant. But that's because you all make me. You all get me fired up. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So let's not do that today. Let's see. Milena Molsk, how are you doing? Kathy, Hillbilly Prepper is here. Terry. Aunt B is here. Jackie 5, Zoanne, Southern Mimi, how are you doing? Blessings to you as well, Southern Mimi. Betty Randall, Lori Harden, how are you, Lori? Tom Larson, who is this? The Simpsoners. Brian Fadley, Chad Cater, Meredith Cook, Michael Pitre, Let's see. Gardening is my peace. How are you? Colleen Rich Pickett is in the house. How you doing, Sven? Good to see you. Blessings to you as well, Sven. Thank you. Sven Holgrim, I believe, Sven, if I remember right, that you are from Norway, right? How is everything going, Sven, in Norway with the farmers? Put it in all caps. Is it true what we hear and what we see on articles? Is it true that that's what's going on with the farmers, that they want the farmers to stop farming in order to save the earth from nitrogen? Let us know if that's true and put it all in caps, please. I would love to see what you have to say. How you doing, Judas Pig? Judas Pig, how are you doing? Good to see you. Rick Lewis, Idgi, the troll is here, everyone. Jade Lauer, prepping, how are you? Marianne Curl, Kip SSOS Investment Properties, I like that. Rebecca, Cheryl Fatigue, Christina, Karen Mills, Alan Miller, Monica Hardy, or Monica. I was going into Spanish mode there for a minute. Axman is here. Mouse, how you doing? General Mayhem, Bourbon Stacker, Millennia Molsk, Pauline Roberts, Just in Case, Paul Davis, Storm Rider, Echo Drilling, Luke B. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a giveaway today. But Friday is going to be the big day. On Friday, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 giveaways on Friday, ladies and gentlemen. So if you can be here this Friday for Friday's live stream, the day after tomorrow, 2 p.m. Alaska time, 6 p.m. Eastern time, try to be here. We're going to have a lot of fun, right, on Friday. But today we're going to have 1, okay? Marvy, Jerry, Oops, Original 6, Fishing Golf, how you doing? Linda Ferro, Matthew Trucking is here. Angela Hanans, Cool as Ice is here. Chris Mary, Michelle Reed, Gloria G, Cheryl Lintz, Lance Robertson. And for any of you that may not be able to stay for the entire live stream, I'm going to try to go ahead and put chapters on this live stream after it's already posted and everything, that I can actually do a little bit of editing on the backside of YouTube. That way, if you want to come back and just skip to the chapters of what you want to go to, then you can do that. I find that it's a lot better for people that don't have an hour to look through a video and try to find what they want to listen to, and they just don't want to go through the entire live stream. Because I understand that to some people, spending an hour or even more than an hour can be a challenge, right? Can be a challenge with time. Hey, how you doing, Salty Dog? Good to see you. MTL Ryder, how are you doing from Montreal? Welcome, MTL Ryder. Debbie, Happy Mac is in the house. How you doing, Happy Mac? Susan Rary, Amber Cassidy. Boss Hog 10 is in the house. How you doing, Boss Hog? Good to see you, my friend. I haven't seen you in a little bit, unless I just keep missing you. Sharon, how are you? Rich Mountains, all the way from Puerto Rico, Rich Mountains? All right. Bienvenido. The Celtic Grandma, Tracy M, Kevin, Cindy, Kim, Diana, Laura, Saffron Bay, Mark, Putin, Carolyn. Let's see. Blue Line Beast, how you doing from Pennsylvania? Shannon, Tracy, the Grinch. Tracy, you're not allowed to do that here, okay? You're not allowed to come on over here and tease me with your 85-degree Fahrenheit temperatures while I'm sitting at, well, I can't complain. Right now, we're sitting at 17 degrees. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. Let's see. Who else? Blue Jay Bones. Chinvin, how you doing? Hey, thank you, Chinvin, for that super chat. I appreciate it. Good to see you, by the way. Homesick Gypsy Prepper, Melinda. Miss Melody is here. Oh, did you get that? Well, look at that. Salty Dog ruined the surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to give away. I don't know if you saw the video that I put out this morning, but you need to watch that video because it is so important, ladies and gentlemen. I am 100% convinced that every single family in the United States, every household, look at this. I told you once that I think that every family ought to have at least one of these contingency medical packets, or whichever brand you want. I know Jace Medical also sells antibiotics. I'm partnered with Contingency Medical. But at the same time, I also believe that every single household family in the United States should have a reverse osmosis system. The thing that's happening right now with Ohio and the surrounding states should be a wake-up call for everyone that you need to protect yourself from the water that you're drinking, because you never know what's in it. And only because, and like I stated on that video, all right, on that video, I went through a lot of, well, not a lot, a few examples of hazards of drinking water from the tap that have occurred in the last couple of years alone, besides Ohio, that no one ever really knew about. And how long do you think those people that I mentioned there really knew that their water was bad before they were told, before they found out? How long does it take before a municipality or a county or a state tells their people that the water is not fit to drink before the people actually know that it's not fit to drink and they've been consuming it all along? So what I did, and let me go ahead and get into this real quick before we cover the meat and potatoes, okay? We'll go ahead and do a little Q&A after I'm done with this, and then we'll do the meat and potatoes of this live stream. But let's go ahead and cover this really quick. Let me say, first of all, thank you very much to Alec. Thank you, Alec. That's, man, I'll tell you what, who said that? Was that Michael Jordan that said that? He says something similar to that. So yeah, you're 100% correct, and thank you for that. So let me go ahead and get into this real quick. Hey, I think I seen Tommy Bites in the house. How you doing, Tommy? So if you have any questions, hold them until I'm done with my spiel, ladies and gentlemen, and then we'll go ahead and spend a good amount of time on Q&A and just talking back and forth, right? That's actually my favorite part of the live streams. I think I seen Mario in the house, all right? But I'm going to say hello to all of you here after I'm done with this. Ladies and gentlemen, how long do you think it takes between that someone with authority knows that there's something wrong with your water before they actually let you know? I mean, we have plenty of examples that we can just go back in the last 5, 6, 7 years where we know that communities have been actually poisoning themselves just by drinking the water that they were told is okay. And I'm not saying anything bad about anyone. I'm not saying that any kind of municipality worker is doing something wrong or anything like that. It's just that if you don't know, you don't know. I'm sure that people that work in water treatment plants are good people, hardworking people, but there are so many facets involved in how things can go wrong. You know, the water system can get hacked, right? Just like happened in Florida, where they hacked their water system, and thank goodness they caught it before those chemicals were dispersed into the water, right? But anything can happen. If anyone right now is not thinking about putting a reverse osmosis system in their home, then you really need to figure your priorities. I think that is a priority. I believe, I have to say this, and you all know that I love to eat. I believe that having clean water is just as important, if not more important, than having a good store of food in your pantry. Because without clean water, then what good is that food going to do you if you're getting yourself sick with the water that you're using to prepare it? So this is what I did. I actually reached out to Simpure. They told me that they were out of some reverse osmosis systems because they've been sold out because there's so much, what do you call it when people really need something? Demand. They told me there's so much demand for that they didn't want to give away any of those RO systems. Well, I told them, I said, well, what if we give away one of these RO systems? And actually it's going to be 3. But I said, what if you give me 3 of these? Because these are just as good. They're just the legacy type systems. They're not like the ones that you put on your countertop, right? And actually the one that I use every single day in my house is the legacy type RO system, the one that I put in my cabinet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after bugging them for like 3 days straight, they are giving us an awesome deal. And let me show you what that is. Oh, let me say thank you to Maggie. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you very much for the super sticker. They're giving us an awesome deal. So anyone that's looking for an RO system literally takes less than an hour to install it. I installed mine in 1 hour or less from when I took it out of the box to when I was actually running water through the system. And let me see, I think I have it here. Let me go ahead and fast forward to this right here real quick. Okay, just a second. Boom. Okay, so what you're looking at there, that is their basic reverse osmosis system. And this is what we're going to be giving away today. We're going to be giving away one of these today. One of these today we'll be giving away here. And then we're going to give away another 2 of these same systems on Friday, along with a couple of other things that we're going to be giving away on Friday. So you'll have to be in on Friday to see what they are. I'm going to keep you in suspense, ladies and gentlemen. This RO system right here, ladies and gentlemen, is your basic system. This one does 75 gallons a day. The one that I have is 50 gallons a day. The one that I purchased like 6.5 years ago is 50 gallons a day. And I'm still on the original filters that came with it because we don't go through 50 gallons of RO water a day. We maybe use 2 or 3 gallons a day for cooking and drinking. All right. So you're not going to use 75 gallons of RO water a day, in my opinion, for cooking and drinking. All right, maybe if you put it in a restaurant or something like that, you would. So this thing right here, just with the original set of filters, ought to last you a very long time. And they were gracious enough to not only give me 3 of these to give away, but they also gave me a 20% coupon. So when you look at 140 bucks, and then you take 20% off of that, that's like less than $110 for a reverse osmosis system. I'd have never thought that I'd be saying, yeah, you can get a reverse osmosis system for less than 110 bucks. And that's out the door. And then it takes you an hour or so to install it. And guess what? You have clean drinking water. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, I know that some people are skeptical, and I guess I would be too. All right. I'm not pushing this so I can make $8. I think that they pay me like $8 for every unit that's sold. Right. But what's $8? But the truth is that this is something that everyone needs. Everyone. All right. I'm not doing this so that I can, get clicks. I'm not doing this so that you guys can buy one and I make $8 off of it. I'm doing this because I want you to understand, and you don't have to buy a Simpure. If you don't want to buy a Simpure, don't, but buy one, get one, install it. All right. And use it. Because you never know what's in your water until it's too late. Look at what they're telling the people in Ohio, that it's safe for them to go back into their homes, that it's safe for them to drink the water. If you lived in Ohio right now, would you be taking their word that it's safe to drink the water? Honestly, would you be taking their word that it's safe to drink the water when you just saw all of these videos of fish in pond that were belly up and animals, tilting over and chickens tilting over because of the chemicals in the air, let alone the water? It's important, ladies and gentlemen, that we don't only prepare for what's to come, but that we prepare for the things that are in the here and the now. All right. Drinking water, safe water, is a way that you can keep yourself healthy. Don't be one of those people like in Flint, Michigan, that didn't find out that their water was dirty for a few years, and then they found out that they had cancer, that they had brain tumors, that they were dying because they were being poisoned with lead. It's very important to me that people understand how necessary it is that they have a reverse osmosis system. Now, someone asked me, one of my Patreons actually, sent me a message. And they asked me, hey, is a Berkey water filtration system just as good as an RO? And what I did is this. Let me see if I can look this up. I actually pulled this up right here. Yes, there it is. So let me get this real quick. Okay. So a Berkey water filtration system, I'm going to go ahead and leave the link to this on a pinned comment after the live stream is over so that you can come and revisit this site if you'd like. And a Berkey water filtration system, although it's not certified by, I think it's NSA or NSF, it's not certified by NSF, it still, in my opinion, has proven itself through the test of time. I actually gave a Berkey water system away to my moderators. I think it was either this last Christmas or the Christmas before. And Yarn Prepper tells me that she uses hers every single day. She's never had a problem with it. I have a Berkey water system. I have it for emergencies, like if we don't have any power so that my water pump can work to feed water through my RO system. You know, it's going to be one of those worst case scenarios. But a Berkey water system, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at all of the things. These are the things that they say that it removes: aluminum, antimony, barium, cadmium, chromium, chromium 6, copper, iron, lead, mercury, nickel, zinc. What else? Chloramines, chlorine residual, free chlorine, chloride, pathogen, pathogen, pathogenic bacteria, viruses, etc. All right. So a Berkey, in my opinion, is a great water filtration system. But when you compare it to this right here, in all honesty, a Berkey water filter set of filters, just the 2 filters that it comes with, is like $155. You can get an entire system for $110 after you use the coupon code for 20% off. And like I said, these filters last a long time. And then you can use your Berkey filtration system as a backup if something ever happens where you have no power or water pressure to your home. All right. So make up your own mind on what type of RO system you want to get. You don't have to get a Simpure, but what I say is this: get one, because you never know when you're going to need one. And that I rather have one and have never had a need for it, because the water's always been clean. Like the water here in Fairbanks is pretty good. They don't even put fluoride in the water here. I would trust the water here if I lived in the city, but I would still have an RO system. Don't be a statistic, ladies and gentlemen. All right, because you know how the government works, either federal or state or local. Right? They don't think about the people first and foremost. There's probably very many small local governments that do. And unfortunately, I have to say that even here in Fairbanks, the local government here is probably not the best, but it is what it is, right? So take care of yourselves. Make sure that you're drinking water that's healthy for you and your families. And like I said, if you want to take advantage of the 20% off, I'm not sure how long they're going to give me that 20% coupon off for. I'm going to ask them if I can keep it forever, 20% off all the time, and we'll see what happens. But I just think that's a great deal for something that everybody ought to have. Hey, how you doing, Tonette? Say hello to the hubby. And please remind me towards the middle of the video or so, of the live stream or so, that I still need to give away that reverse osmosis system. I still actually have to set up the collector for that. Let's see, who's this? Heather Cliff, Flint, Michigan. How soon? Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, well, you know what? With the way technology is nowadays, and with the way that you can get your information so quickly on an everyday basis, I guess it makes it easier for us to forget the not so recent past, right? Or the recent past. In this case, a few years back. But this is not the first time that this has happened, ladies and gentlemen, where people have been told, yeah, go ahead, you can drink the water, you can drink it. And then years later, they find out that they're sick and they have cancer. I mean, why in the world? $110, that's like, what, a month's worth of Starbucks if you go to Starbucks 4 days a week or 3 days a week, whatever it is. But, you know, some people will never do it. Some people will listen to the warnings, and to some people, it may even make sense, but they will never do it. They will never be proactive in taking care of what's more important to you. And what is that? Your health, your family, and your family's health, right? Because, I mean, go ahead and have your Starbucks. And eventually, I guess if you're the kind of person that says, hey, if it happens, it happens, then I guess it does. It will, you know, but it just really bothers me when I read these articles and I go back in time and I see the things that have happened and how they could have been averted just by people being a little bit proactive. Imagine this. I haven't done the math, but I can do the math right here. Just a second. There's roughly 160, how many? 100, is it 160 or about 140 million? I think it's 140 million households in the United States. Okay, 140 million households. And let's say if we multiply that times $107, Ladies and gentlemen, let me see. Oh, sorry, just a second. 140 times 107. Ladies and gentlemen, in the last year, we've sent probably about $100 billion overseas in the last year alone, with $15 billion. And I'm not saying that the government should do this. It's not the government's job to take care of us. But with $15 billion of that money that we sent overseas, we could have installed a reverse osmosis system in every single home in the United States of America. Think about that next time that you pay your taxes. Hey, how you doing, Eric T? Hey, Eric T, make sure that you're here on Friday's live stream, okay? I'm doing a Fairbanks giveaway on Friday, okay? So make sure that you're here. And just in case Pete and Janice are watching, hello. Pete and Janice actually moved up to Fairbanks a couple of months ago, and I was able to meet them out in town yesterday. And very, very nice to meet you guys. And we actually exchanged phone numbers, so we'll be seeing each other again. So if you're all watching, hello to you, and it was very nice to meet you guys. I was actually looking for you today, and I couldn't find you. Let's see. In the Woods says, I'd love to have a whole house system. You know what? A whole house reverse osmosis system, man, that would be very, very pricey. Very pricey. My setup, let me tell you how my setup is. The setup that I have in my house is I have a whole house filter that removes sediment and also removes chlorine, right? Like I said, they don't put any fluoride in our water here in Fairbanks. So the whole house filter that I have filters everything that's coming into the house of any sediment or chlorine. And then that's what we shower with. That's what we do laundry with. Anything that doesn't have to do with actually cooking or drinking, that's what we use that water for. But all of the water that we use for cooking or drinking, it goes through our reverse osmosis. And that works pretty well for us. And if you are going to have a reverse osmosis system, it's kind of a good thing that you do have like a water filter for your house, for the water that comes in before it gets to your reverse osmosis. It actually makes your filters last a little longer, because instead of filtering sediment, you're not filtering sediment. Your whole house filter is. But you don't need to have that to have an RO system. All right. Scott Hummer, how you doing? And ladies and gentlemen, do not let Gray Man know that we're doing a giveaway on Friday. All right, because every time we do a giveaway of this one thing, he tends to like to win. All right. Any of my OGs here, can any of you tell me what it is that I'm talking about? What we're going to be giving away this Friday? If I'm telling you not to let Gray Man Prepping know that we're doing a giveaway. Hey, how you doing, good prepper? Good to see you. Axeman, how you doing? And you know, I don't know when to put, you know, that little thing that comes up, paid, you know, that paid programming or whatever it is that comes up on top of the video. If I didn't know whether to put that or not, because like this video was sponsored by Simpure, but it was sponsored by them because they're giving away a reverse osmosis system. So whenever you see that, you know, sometimes I nail it and I do it the right way, and sometimes I don't. Oh, actually, good. Hey, good question, Rakamas. How do you know when to change the filter and how much are the filters? Actually, the filters for that system are pretty inexpensive. It's only like $50 for an entire set. So it's like $50 for an entire set for those filters, which really is a good deal. And then after you take off the 20%, you're looking at about $40 for an entire set of filters. And the way that I take a look at and see how often I should change my filters and my reverse osmosis, like I said, I've never changed them, is that every month or so, I'll take my total dissolved solids parts per million stick. You can buy them at Amazon for like $7 or $10. It tells you how many parts per million of total dissolved solids there are in your water. So about every month or so, I go ahead and test my RO system I just put some water in a really clean cup and I measure it. And if it's above 10, then I go ahead and that's like my limit to where, okay, I got to change the filter. But so far it's been below 10. I think I hit 10 once, but it also depends on whether your RO has back flushed or not. Right. But I've hit 10, I think, one time off of my RO, but it usually averages between 6 to 9, which when you go ahead and do that same test on bottled water that you get from like the gas station or something like that, or on pure water, not pure water should be pure, but like bottled water that's meant for drinking, it's usually between 20 and 50. So the RO water that you get out of your reverse osmosis system is usually cleaner than the bottled water that you get at the store, the ones that you pay $3 for, right? Or $1.69, whatever it may be. So that's how I look at it to see whether I need to change the filters or not. But so far, I've been under 10 or at 10, and that's good enough for me because it's 5 times cleaner than what the bottled water that you get at a gas station is. I mean, when you take, how much bottled water costs you and you divide it into $110, let's say, it's a no-brainer. I mean, that system will pay for itself, I don't know, in 30 bottles of water that you buy from the store. But I think it's just an awesome deal. And I really like Simpure. I really like their people. Their people are not greedy. Anytime I've ever asked them to give me stuff to give away, they've never given me a problem. They were like, yeah, we'll give you stuff to give away. Just let me know what you want. I was trying to give away some of the RO systems that have the actual mineral cartridge in it, because that one adds minerals back to your water instead of giving you just pure water, but they're completely out of stock. So I told them, okay, well then instead of doing that, we'll just do this one right here. And they were like, yeah, that's fine. We'll give you 3 units to give away. So, but they did tell me to let you know that if you want the RO system that has the mineral cartridge in it, that you can go ahead and just, they'll let you know when it's back in stock. All right. Because obviously there's been a really big demand for RO system with what's going on with Ohio and the surrounding states. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, listen, even if you don't get a Simpure, get an RO system. You will not regret it. I mean, you will not regret it. All right. Oh, hey, thank you very much, Mel. Thank you. I almost missed that. Thank you very much for that super chat. Mel in Arizona. Let's see. Okay. Let me see. Louise, how you doing, Lois? My question is, these people have to bathe and shower in this water. What are they supposed to do? Man, I'll tell you what. I don't know. I really don't know. I wouldn't be bathing or showering in that water either. I really wouldn't. Unless I had some kind of whole house system that got rid of that specific chemical. Because, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, how many times have I said this? We cannot depend on government. The only thing that government brings is sorrow. Can anyone here tell me what government does that actually benefits the people? Please put it all in caps. Because if there's something that the government does that actually benefits the people, please let me know, because I want to know. It's not all about gloom and doom. I really want to know, what does the government do that benefits the people that they're supposed to be serving? What have they done that benefits the people? Is there anything that they do now or have done? I just don't know. And the video that I've got coming out for tomorrow morning, man, I bet you there's a lot of people who are going to be upset at that video because a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. But that video is full of truths. And just stand by on that one for tomorrow morning. I'm still working on doing the background work on that one. But one of our community members sent me something in an email. And man, it's something that I was like, man, I just have to put this out there for everyone to see. Man, that one took me back a little bit when I read it too. How you doing, April Armijo? Good to see you. And then, you know what? I might as well get my spiel out of the way, the meat and potatoes out of the way. Okay. Well, we got a question. We have a question here. Is the RO system set up just on a drinking water faucet? Well, it is. The RO system setup, it comes with its own faucet that you install on your sink. It's its own separate faucet that just puts out RO water. And one of the good things, if you go check out that site and you go take a look at whatever system you want, whether you want the one that has the minerals or whether you want the one that's just the 5-stage, it actually has a video that walks you through step by step on how to install it. And when you watch that video, you're going to be like, yeah, AP wasn't full of poo-poo. He was telling me the truth. It is really easy to install the system. I mean, it's literally a step-by-step video. And like I said, if I were to do it again right now, since I've done it before, it would probably take me like half an hour to install that system. For someone that's never done it, probably take them about an hour to install it. All right. But yeah, it brings a separate faucet just for the RO water. Let's see. Yeah, imagine that. Oops. They claim that you need fluoride, but they don't put anything else in water that's good for you. I figure you get enough fluoride from all the other stuff. I mean, even dentists say, yeah, you need fluoride. But you know what? I've been drinking unfluorinated water for I don't know how long, and my teeth, I don't remember the last time I had a cavity, in all actuality. But then again, I do good dental hygiene. I try to keep up with my dental hygiene at home. Lois, I think that $173 is if you buy the system and the filters together. Yeah, but those filters are definitely not $173. At least not the ones that I looked at. The set of filters that I looked at, I think, was $52. How you doing, me? On Monday? No, not Monday. Emmanuel Bravo, how are you doing? Hey, Rudy, are you still doing the food bank giveaway on Monday, the 27th? No, it's not on Monday, Emmanuel. It's on Sunday, the 26th, the very last live stream of this month, which is this Sunday, right? Let me double check. Yeah, Sunday's the 26th. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that don't know, might as well say it again because I did try to say it every single live stream so you will all know. On Sunday, this Sunday, the 26th of February, if you have a food bank that you would like to sponsor, and what I mean by sponsor is that if you have a food bank in your community that you think needs help and you would like to sponsor their name, make sure that you are here on Sunday during the live stream. Because this Sunday during the live stream, anyone that wants to sponsor a food bank, we're going to randomly pick someone that wants to sponsor their food bank. And whoever wins, I'm going to send that food bank a $500 check. Now, obviously, it has to be in the United States. All right. But if your food bank wins, then I'll just have you contact me. We'll talk on the phone. We'll get a hold of the food bank and I'll set it up to where I can either mail them a $500 check or whether I can get on their website if they have a donation website and make a $500 donation. All right. So if you want to sponsor your food bank this coming Sunday and have a chance to win $500 for them, then be here on the live stream because we're going to be doing that this coming Sunday. Hello, Olivia. How are you? You know what, ladies and gentlemen, let's just go ahead and chat it up, okay? Let's go ahead and chat it up today. I can save what I was going to talk about here later on for tomorrow. I'll do a 10 or 15-minute video. I just have a lot of fun chatting it up with you all, okay? So if you have any questions or any comments you want to share with the community, go ahead and put it all in caps, and hopefully I'll be able to find it. Let's see, is this another? Look up Camp Lejeune water problems, for instance. And you know, the thing is that a lot of people may say, well, I live in an apartment. I can't install one of those. Well, you can always get a countertop one. The countertop ones are more pricier. But even if I lived in an apartment, if I knew that I was going to be there a very long time, I would have no problem installing one of those systems. Because worst case scenario, the only thing that you're going to have to change when you leave that apartment, if the landlord wants you to take the system off, it's one small pipe, because there is a small pipe in your drain that you have to drill a 1/4 inch hole into so that you can have the wastewater from the RO go into your drain. But that's it. I would actually do it even if I lived in an apartment, if I couldn't afford to get one of the countertop RO systems. Now, just to let you know, that 20% off is not just for the RO system that I showed you. It's for pretty much all of their RO systems. So for the T1400, which is a reverse osmosis system that doesn't have a tank, you can get 20% off of that. For the Y7P, which is the countertop RO system, and for the Y5 or for the T5 and the T6, which are the two RO systems that have a tank with them. So that 20% off is good for all of those. Yeah, isn't that something? Think about that next time you pay your taxes, ladies and gentlemen. $15 billion would put an RO system pretty much in every house in the United States. But that's okay. We have better things to do with that, like send it to other people. JT, you're going to come up here and do live streams with me? Let's see. Mary Miles got her candy. Well, Mary Miles, don't blame me if you get cavities, if you get fat, or if you get diabetes. No, good for you. I hope that you enjoy them in good health, Mary. That's awesome. How you doing, Alaska Gwen? Good to see you. Hey, Brent Winfield's in the house. How you doing, Brent? Kitsy Witsy, how you doing? Mario, I knew I seen you. How are you? Good to see you. Jacqueline Johnson is here. Good to see you, Jacqueline. How you doing, Spirit Wolf? Spirit Wolf says, Alaska Prepper, what about a water distiller? A water distiller is fine. It's pure water. A water distiller is better than an RO system. It's just you're going to have a capacity issue of how much water you can actually put at one time, and it actually takes a lot more energy. But I have a water distiller, right? I have one, but a water distiller is fine. You know, one of the things that I really like, though, about the countertop RO system, now that one I did review, the Y7, I really like that it uses such little energy. That machine only uses 38 watts of power to make, I think it's 1.5 gallons of water at a time. So if you were thinking, and it only takes about 5 minutes to make that water. So you're using 38 watts times 5 minutes. Which is pretty much nothing. It's probably like 2 watt hours it comes out to. So if you did that 5 times a day for like 7 gallons of water a day that you can drink, you're only looking at about maybe 10 watt hours of power to be able to put about 7.5 gallons of water through a reverse osmosis system. That I like a lot about it. Hey, Lori Johnson, how are you doing? Good to see you. You guys were right. This is how far behind I am. We are just now getting to the silver. Now, this is for those of you that get upset whenever I have a sponsored video by Genesis Gold Group. Genesis Gold Group, their CEO, owner, operator, Jonathan, he actually gave me a call today and said, hey, Rudy, I want to do something for you guys. And I'm like, why? Is business good? He's like, yeah, business is really good. He said, I have a 5-ounce America the Beautiful silver coin, and I want you to give one of those away to one of your community members. And we're doing that this Friday. All right. So whenever you all see that I have a sponsored video, ladies and gentlemen, I try to pick sponsors that are good people. All right. I must get, I don't know, just today alone, I probably got about 25, 23 emails from companies that wanted to pay for ad space on my videos. And I don't just do that for anyone. If they're not willing to talk to me or converse with me, and I can't tell what kind of people they are by their actions, and I really don't want to work with them. Plus, most of them are like sponsorships of like video games and things like that. I'm like, I'm not gonna do a sponsored video for a video game. What good is that really doing anyone? So I could probably do a lot more, but I'm not going to, a lot more sponsorships, but I'm not going to do it just for the money. I want to do it for something that I really believe in. Yes, there you go. $500 to your local food bank and some of God's money. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. Kay, that's a great question. Some of the best water that I've ever tasted in the world came from a mountain. The problem is that the problem that I find with it, okay, is that you just don't know what can be in the water. You just don't know. And that and like I said, I've had some spring water that or some mountain water from glaciers coming down. Man, that water tastes so good. You could like taste the minerals in it and everything like that. What I'm talking about mainly is like city water, or even if you have a well, because even if you have a well, you never know what's lurching down into the ground, into your well water or into your water line. But depending on where you live, I guess would depend on how safe you could, that water may be that's coming from like a spring or coming from a mountaintop, depending on how much people they're around and stuff like that. So, I guess that's one thing that I can't really tell you whether yay or nay. I just rather be on the safe side is all. Hey, how you doing, Tammy Brennan? Good to see you. Jennifer Cruz is in the house. How you doing? Hey, that's a great Heirloom Acres. That's a great comment. How about shower filters? I guess if you can find some shower filters that will replace, I mean, take those kinds of chemicals out of the water, then yeah, that's a good way to go. Let's see, where we at? 46 minutes, huh? Oh, and by the way, for those of you that live in Fairbanks, for this Friday, we're going to have a giveaway for people that live in Fairbanks. Now, if you won the last Fairbanks giveaway, you're not entered to win. Okay? Because we have, ladies and gentlemen, the Alaska Prepper community has a super fan in Fairbanks that keeps winning every giveaway that we do. Let's see. How you doing, Tony? Good to see you. Oh, goodness. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, let's see. You said Debbie F. What happened in Florida? I am from Florida. I think what you're referring to is when I was talking about, I think it was last year or the year before, some hackers got into the computer system of a water treatment plant, and they tried to put more chemicals into the water than what they were supposed to. But somebody actually caught it. One of their IT people actually caught that the system was being overridden, and more of that chemical was trying to be added in there, and it never happened. But they actually did catch it. Oh, wow, that's really bad. My tap water was 263 today. I looked up the contaminants and 8 are over the limit. Yeah, that's not a good thing. 263 is not even considered good to drink. I think anything over 200 is not considered good to drink. So yeah, Mama Preps, you definitely want to do something about that. Ah, yes, good for you, Tappy. And let us know after you install it. Let us know when we have our next live stream if you thought it was a pretty easy install or not, or where you what do you rate the install at? How much time did it take you and stuff like that? Keep some notes, all right, Tappy. Keep some notes from when you install your RO system and let us know, how it went. How you doing, Jess44, Rebecca Snavely, Mel? Let's see. Angela Compton, how are you doing? Good to see you. Christine Hernandez, how are you doing? Henry Herman. Let's see. Oh, really? Look, Berkey has a shower filter in stock for $70. So go check that out if you're in the market for one of those. Yeah, I don't have a shower filter because, like I said, I have a whole house filter. And actually, the water that I get from the city here, obviously, you all know that I have to haul my own water. But the water that I get is city water from what I call the water shack. That water usually comes in at between 150, 170 ppm. But like I said, once my RO is done with it, it comes down to like 10. How you doing, Bonnie? Good to see you. Passionate Herbs, you were unsubscribed. I'll tell you what, that YouTube, man. You see, I'm not the only one saying it. I'm not the only one saying it. Thank you, Joyful Orange. Dustin says, honor the Constitution. That's what government does, huh? No, hey, Grinch, you guys didn't make me fall for it today. No rants today. Oh, no, no, good prepper. The government does not give us free speech, right? No, the government does not. I'm not sure if you're being sarcastic, but the government does not give us free speech. That is something that our creator gave us. We were born free people, right? We were born with certain inalienable rights, all right? And it is our creator that gave us those rights. So our government is supposed to protect our ability to freely speak. Yes, that's one of the functions of government, is to protect our rights, to protect our liberties, to be the umbrella, of safety over our liberties. But unfortunately, as I've often stated before, democracies always fail. Why? Because eventually the government runs out of other people's money. I'm not even talking about socialism. I'm talking about democracy. Because whenever a government becomes democratic, people find out that they can vote themselves goodies. All right. And politicians find out that if they give free stuff away, which is not free, but in other words, that if they take from some and give to a certain group, that certain group will vote for them. And that's what's wrong with democracies. In reality, what we are is a constitutional republic where the job of the government is to protect your freedoms and your liberties, and of course, to protect your borders and your nation from any foreign invasions, right? The government under a constitutional republic does not have many responsibilities, but the responsibilities that it has are resolute, are ones that they need to have in order for us to maintain a free society. Because, ladies and gentlemen, a free society is a society that prospers, right? When you have a free society, it prospers. Why do you think that the United States in the last century was one of the most, if not the most prosperous country in the world? Because during the last century, we actually had a lot of freedoms, a lot more freedoms than what we have now. And you can see that we are shifting into a third world country. And why is that? Because the more freedoms that are taken away, the more of your labor that is stolen from you via the tax of inflation or via the direct tax of your income, the less free that you are, because the less time that you have to spend doing those things that you want to do. Take this into consideration. I forgot if it was Ron Paul that I was listening to today or Judge Napolitano, but they said something that remember, it used to be the first 4 months of the year that you pretty much work for free, because that's pretty much how much government takes from you. It's about 4 months of your labor of every year. And I'm not talking about just federal government. I'm talking about everything: regulations, taxes, taxes on gasoline, taxes on income, state taxes, all of these things that you have to pay for that you shouldn't have to pay for. Now it's like 5 or 5.5 months. So eventually the government will run out of other people's money. And that's what we're preparing for, ladies and gentlemen. This is all a cycle. It's going to happen again, just like it happened in Rome. It's going to happen again. All right. And it's going to happen this time. This time we are it. The United States is it. But we have enough patriots in the United States. We have enough, people that love this country and love their countrymen. We have enough that once we fall, that we'll be able to get up and dust ourselves up and learn from our mistakes. Hopefully this time around, people will teach their children. Right? Hopefully their children will listen, but we are human beings and we love to forget our history. All right. And I just can't say where the next 3 generations are going to be, or at least the next 2 or 3 after I'm no longer in this physical earth. Gene W asked, does the RO system desalinate? I would say that it would. However, it's not going to last very long. All right. RO systems are not desalination systems. It's a totally different thing. So what I'm saying is that you can probably put salt water through an RO system, but it's not going to, the filters aren't going to last you very long at all. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Okay, we have a question here. Make sure you put it all in caps if you have a question, ladies and gentlemen. Where is the best place to buy a testing kit for water? Is a particular testing kit better than another? Oh, did I call you taco stripper? Go on Amazon. Just go on Amazon and look at the ratings. That's what I did when I bought my little tester. I don't have an actual water tester because my ppms are so low, but you can find it on Amazon. You can find anything on Amazon. I know Amazon is the corporation that we love to hate, but if you live here in Alaska, you understand why it is that I use Amazon as much as I do. Hawkeye, what is up, Hawkeye? I haven't seen you in a little bit. Good to see you, my brother. Say hello to the wife as well. Jupiter's Realm, how you doing? All right, I'm going to bring it down because I'm really far behind, ladies and gentlemen. If I miss one of your questions, go ahead and re-ask it, and I'll try to grab it all. Hey, thank you very much, Steve. Thank you for that super chat. Blessings to you as well. Look at this. I apologize for missing these. Lois, we purchased our RO system today. Total price was $186. Sure could have used that 20% off. Oh yeah, that 20% off would have been nice. But you know, the truth is that it's not, even $186 is not a terrible price for what you're getting. Okay, even that is. I do believe, Chat Z, that the ppm stick that I'm talking about, I do believe that I have that in my Amazon storefront. It's a blue stick. It looks like a little blue thick pen, and it's really easy to use. It's just a one button use. Okay, I am bringing it down, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm super far behind. Let's see. In another 2.5 minutes, we're going to go ahead and do that giveaway, okay? Not that I want you all to leave or anything like that, but I can understand how some people may not be able to stay for more than an hour. Let's see. The 20% off coupon code for the Simpure, it is in the description of the video and in a pinned comment of the video that I put up this morning. So if you go to my very last video, the one that I put up this morning, the link and the code will be right there. Okay, so go check that out. Let's see. I don't know what you mean by that, Emmanuel. Hey, Rudy, are you doing the filtration system DOP? I don't know what you mean by that. Okay, I'm about 10 minutes behind. Let's see. Evita, keep the pressure coming. It's working. JR is feeling the pressure now. He knows he has to consider. Oh, no, yeah, you need to get an RO system, Evita. You need to get an RO system. Who knows? Maybe you'll win today. Let's see. Let me try to make it all the way to the bottom here. That way. Hey, only in my dreams. How you doing, Anna? Good to see you. Thank you very much, Mel, for becoming a member of the Ladies and Gentlemen's Club. Okay, bringing it down. Let's see. Oh no, Colorado Prepper, Colorado Packed Out Prepper, Brent. You got 6 inches. Good for you. You enjoy that, okay? We're supposed to be in a winter advisory starting tonight at 6 p.m. So we'll see what happens. Hey, thank you, Joshua. Thank you very much for that super chat. Wait a minute. Who is that? I thought, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of our OGs, Alan Truitt. How are you doing, Alan? Good to see you, my friend. I'm so happy that you're here today, man. Good to see you. I hope that you and the family are doing well. Are you still driving that truck, Alan? Good to see you, man. Say hello to the wife, please. Let's see. Yeah, it's too bad when our president, instead of going to one of the biggest disasters that we, if not the biggest bio disaster that we've ever had in our country, that instead of going there on President's Day, he went to another nation to show his support to them and to commit to them more funds. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I understand that we're all human beings, right? However, I've always been of the mindset that we need to take care of our families first. We need to take care of our communities first. We need to take care of our homes first, right? There's nothing wrong with being charitable, but you cannot be charitable with other people's money, right? I cannot, if I was your employer, how would you like it if I took money out of your paycheck so that I can give it to someone that I wanted to give it to? That is exactly, ladies and gentlemen, what's happening, right? And it's unfortunate that instead of supporting the people here in the United States, that got him into office, that he decides to go somewhere else and show his support somewhere else. It's just a heck of a shame. However, ladies and gentlemen, the thing is that it is a cycle. It is a cycle, and we are nearing the end of the cycle of this here empire. So that's what we have to prepare for. I know I got to give away the RO system, but I'm trying to make it all the way to the bottom. Yeah, there you go. If you want to get the 20% off coupon in the link, just go to that video right there. Let me go ahead and set this up for the RO, okay? And give me a minute. It's going to take me about 30 seconds to get this set up. I've got good internet today, so probably a lot less than that. I shouldn't have spoken so soon. There we go. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and get this out of here. Let me take this off. Stop screen. Let me go ahead and share screen, share. Brave, this right here. Boom. That right there is what you have to put down in order to enter to win the reverse osmosis system from Simpure. All right, I went ahead and put Simpure in a way to thank them for allowing us to give away this RO system. So if you want to enter to win the Simpure RO system, go ahead and type it into the comments here, to the chats, the exact same way that you see it there, all in caps, and you'll be entered to win, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let me come on down. Make sure that they're all in caps. If not, you won't be entered to win. Everyone thought I was going to say RO, huh? There you go. And I'm going to wait a minute or two, okay? Because I know that I have like a 40-second delay or something like that. So if you entered RO, don't worry. We're going to wait until we give you all enough time so that all of you that want to enter can enter. Hey, how you doing, Brian Wright? Good to see you. Roscoe. Rakamas, how you doing? Kevin, Kathleen Young, Rick Lewis, FP Miles, Steve Gray is in the house. How you doing, Steve? Christina Pate, just in case. How you doing? Elaine, make sure that you put in Simpure, okay? Not RO. Let's see. Sheila D, how are you? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you understand that whoever wins, you need to live in the United States. They can only ship to the United States, okay? So you need to live in the United States in order for them to be able to ship it to you. They actually told me to make sure that I mentioned that. Winter Homestead, how are you doing? Let's see. Morning Glory, how are you? Good to see you. Look at that. We've got almost 400 entries. Forrest, how you doing, Forrest? Amish Country Prepper, how you doing? I think I said hello to you, Bonnie. Good to see you. Look, Yarn Prepper is telling you all. That'll teach you putting in RO before you get the word. Oh, goodness. Let me get this off of here. That way it'll stop bugging me. I don't know why it's always doing this. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're at a little bit over 400. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and draw now. Going once, going twice. Flintstone girl, how you doing? Sunset, how are you? Sunset, good to see you. Laura, how are you? Okay, Rosemary, make sure that you put it all in capital letters, okay? If not, the computer won't recognize that you entered. Okay? All right, we're going to wait. We're going to wait exactly 52 seconds. Okay, let's see. Bringing it down, bringing it down. Oh, my goodness. Rati's rule says if I win, donate it to Ohio. I really wouldn't know where to donate it to unless someone here is actually from Ohio and needs one. But that would be pretty cool if whoever wins is actually from Ohio and needs one. I really would like it to be somebody that actually needs one, but that's not the way we're going to play this. Whoever wins, wins. It's good to see you, Alan. Really good to see you, my friend. Okay, all right, that's it. We're going to go ahead and draw. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and we are off. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen. And please, whoever wins, make sure you install it and use it, okay? Sonia Slater. Sonia Slater is the winner of the reverse osmosis system from Simpure. Congratulations. I know what you're asking, Sonia. You're asking, what am I, how do I get you my information? Well, I'm going to tell you here in a second. Let me see. Simpure winner Sonia Slater. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and remove that. Congratulations, Sonia. So all you have to do is email me at this email address, 1 winner chicken dinner 2@gmail.com. Email me your name, your shipping address, and your phone number. I will not share that information with anyone except with Simpure so that they can ship you the system. The reason they need your phone number is if in case there's some problem with the shipping, that the shipping company can give you a call so that you can figure out how to get your RO system. That's the only reason, all right? But other than that, that's the only person or the only place that I'll share your information with, and that's with Simpure. All right. And if you don't want to send me the phone number, I can understand how phone numbers can be pretty iffy, right? If you don't want to send it, don't, and then I'll just give them mine. And if there's a problem, they can call me, and then I'll try to contact you via email. But it's just as easy to just send your phone number. I was going to ask you all, hey, thank you. Teresa, thank you. Teresa says, Rudy, you're all so kind to do these raffles and help people out. And, thank you for that. But I was going to ask you, that just reminds me, I was going to ask you all, I actually wanted to put up a poll, and I didn't have time to put up the poll because it's through YouTube, and right now I'm through StreamYard. And I wanted to ask you all, are you all tired of me doing like review videos? Because like, for example, I'm going to do a review video, probably post it on Friday morning. and it's going to be for a giveaway that I'm going to be giving away during Friday's live stream. So for those of you that are new here, usually whenever I do a review video, it doesn't work all the time, but I would say about 50% of the time, whenever I do a review video of one thing or another, I usually try to talk the company into sending me an extra one or two of whatever it is that I'm reviewing so that I can give it away. All right, because what they do is they offer you money to review their products. So let's say, for example, I'm doing a review video on a solar generator. Well, most companies will offer to send you the solar generator, and then they will also offer to pay you money to do the review and post the video. Well, what I do instead is I keep the solar generator, just like you see my OPS back there, but I usually try to ask for an additional one so that I can give it away, either to someone that lives here in Fairbanks or to someone that lives in the lower 48. So I was going to ask you all, are you tired of me doing review videos? I try to keep it to only like maybe on average one every week or one every other week. But I do it because it's a good way for me to get stuff up here that I can't get myself, and also to get extra stuff that I can give out to the community. And I also enjoy doing it as well. I enjoy doing review videos. I like testing out new stuff that I haven't seen before. There's Sonia. Sonia, make sure that you email me, okay? Make sure that you email me. The sooner, the better, all right? The sooner, the better. If you can email me right after this live stream to chickendinner2@gmail.com, then I will send your name to my rep over tomorrow, and hopefully you can have your system. I would probably say give it about 5 business days, 5 to 7 business days. You'll have your system in your home. All right. So congratulations, Sonia. I'm happy for you. All right. Oh, really? Hey, this is one of the best watching thumbs up ratios. What's how many thumbs up do we have, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know. I can't see. I'm not on YouTube right now. I'm on StreamYard. How many thumbs up do we have? Oh yeah, thank you, Yarn Prepper. Yeah, if you're looking for canning lids, 4 Jars is a good company as well, and I do have a 10% code off for them as well. All right, I really like 4 Jars. I like the people behind them. I like the people that actually do the work in the background. I love Jesus. How you doing? Good to see you. Say hello to the girls. Crazy Backyard Chicken Man. YouTube is messing around with you again, Crazy Backyard Chicken Man. I'm telling you. I hope you at least were able to enter to win. All right, good. Well, I'm glad that you all, I guess the consensus is that the review videos, they never get a lot of views, but I figure that the people that watch them are people that are interested in that, and they can get something out of it. So good. Thank you for that. Oh, that's awesome. So Fran is keeping that pressure canner running, huh? That's good. And you're still driving the big old truck. All right, brother. Well, you be safe, man. Be safe out there on them roads. It's going to get a lot friskier out there. It's going to get a lot friskier out there with truck drivers, especially truck drivers that transport food around. I do see a day where food transports, like truck drivers, where companies will be hiring like security teams to escort truck drivers that have food and commodities in them around, like even feed and stuff like that. Things are going to get pretty rough, but you know what? That's why we prepare, ladies and gentlemen. We want to make it through this, but things are going to get pretty rough. I believe that, I'm not a financial advisor, but I think the time where I'm going to start, probably getting as much fiat together as I can and converting it into gold or silver, I think the time is approaching. to where I'm going to need to do it, because I think that the price of gold and silver are going to go down. I think silver is going to hit $16-15 an ounce. And you may ask, well, why are you buying silver now if you think it's going to hit $16-15 an ounce? Because when it hits $16-15 an ounce, the premiums are probably going to be, close to 100% premiums. And are you going to be able to find silver, in a store when it's at $15-16 an ounce? So I think that the premiums are going to outweigh the actual drop in price. So you might as well get it while you can, because it's available, and you just have no idea what's going to happen later on as far as premiums or availability. So there's going to come a day where it's not going to be available. All right, let's see. Okay, let's spend a few minutes of just going back and forth. A little Q&A. Anything you want to share with the community? And you know what? Let me tell you a funny story about my reviews. Like, my reviews are very ghetto, for lack of better words. Like, I don't do anything fancy with my reviews. I just pretty much tell you, hey, this is what I use it for. This is how it works. This is what I think about it. I remember this one company once telling me, hey, can you change this and change that? I'm like, the video that I did is the video that I am posting. I said, I am not editing anymore. I am not changing anything. The video that I did is the video that I'm posting. All right. Because, like, they watch other videos that other YouTubers do that are very technical. And I'm like, I'm not technical. I said, I tell people all the time what I have solar generators for: to run my refrigerator, to run my freezer. If you have a CPAP, it can run your CPAP. To run a small refrigerator, like for a dorm, is to run your entertainment center. If you want to, that's what I use my refrigerator for. It's just for basic stuff. It's not rocket science, but they want you to make it so fancy. I'm like, I'm not fancy. You should have known that I was not fancy before you asked me to do this review. And what you get is what you get. Yeah, the EcoFlow is a good solar generator. It is. The only problem that I have with one of the previous EcoFlows that I reviewed, I think it was the Delta 1300, I think it was, is that the battery is not a life pole battery. I think that solar generators nowadays, with all of the competition that's there's going on, that they should all be using the best battery that they can possibly use. But I actually use the other EcoFlow that I reviewed. I actually have it right here. It's the backup for my computer right here. So I have my computer hooked up to the generator, to the solar generator, the EcoFlow, and then I have that one hooked up to my actual grid. All right. But ladies and gentlemen, the OPS, the Mega 5 is on its way. I am very excited to review the OPS Mega 5. I'll tell you what, that is a pricey machine even when it's on sale. And OPS actually contacted me, and they told me that they're going to extend the coupon code that they have, which is like 34 or 38% off, that they have while the machine is in Indiegogo, I think is how it's called. And they're going to extend it to me for when I can review it. So when I review it, if you're in the market for one, make sure you watch that video, because I'm going to have an awesome coupon code for you when I review that. But it's on the way. Last I knew, they were putting it on a boat or on a ship in the state of Washington, and it is in the water making its way to Alaska. So hopefully I'll have it within the next 2-3 weeks or so. We'll see. But I'm really excited about that Mega 5. And one of the reasons I'm excited about it is because I had a lot of input on how they engineered it. A lot of the things that I told them about, that I told them they should keep on a solar generator to make it better, they kept. And a lot of the things that I wanted them to add, they added. So that's awesome. Let's see. Wow, we're up to 779 likes. That is awesome. Man, that is good stuff. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. No, we're up to 803. Awesome. The likes actually do work. They do work when you give it a like, as far as YouTube picking up the algorithm. I don't like to ask, for people to give, my videos are like, a lot of videos, other channels, they say, hey, give it a like. It's like part of their spiel, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. But I don't really like to ask too often, because I just figured, hey, if you liked it enough to give it a like, then you'll give it a like. But, but you all take care of me very well. I appreciate that. Okay. Wow, we're up to 8:30. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Hawkeye, man. Hawkeye, it's so good to see you, brother. It's so good to see you, man. Say hello to Sandra. Michael's doing awesome. He is doing so good. He is getting big. Oh, and he's got 2 teeth in the bottom, and he's got a tooth coming out on top. So, and he's doing good. He was just here. When was he here? 2 days ago, I think. Yeah, 2 days ago he was here. And yeah, we had a great time. Always have a good time when he comes over. Let's see. Oh no, David Burdett, the Simpure. If you're looking for it, you have to use the link that I left on the video, which was the video I put up this morning. And then you can use that 20% off code off that link. Right? You're not going to show that 20% off on Amazon. Yeah, you won't be able to use that 20% off code on Amazon. It's just through my link and my code. Man, that is awesome, Angela. You all have to read this right here. Angela says, I'm not as scared now that I've started prepping. It feels pretty good not to worry. That's awesome. That is awesome. Preparedness is not because you're afraid, but preparedness is so that it can take away that fear of you not being prepared should something happen. And that's exactly what it's for. And of course, so that you can preserve your standard of living for you and your family should something happen. Of course. That's awesome. Let's see. Christine Hernandez Henderson. I have a 401k plan through work. Can I invest in gold and silver with that? I cannot give you advice on that, but give ITM Trading or give Gold Genesis Gold Group a call. I got their information in the description of my videos, and they can talk to you about that. I'm not sure, to tell you the truth, if you can invest from your 401k if you're still working. I don't know how that works. I've never done it because I don't have a 401k. But the reason I work with Genesis Gold Group and ITM Trading is because they're good people. They've been around. Well, ITM Trading has been around for like almost 30 years. And I love Ms. Lynette Zhang. And the people at Genesis Gold Group, really good people. Good, godly people, for real. Jonathan is a great guy. I talked to Jonathan from Genesis Gold Group. I talked to David. And then there's another person there that I contact. His name's Henry. And they're good people. Gold or silver, which would you like better? Well, there's a reason to have both or each. But before I answer your question, I have to say hello to the Queen of Canning, and that is Lisa from Sutton Days. Let's see. Get it while the getting is good. How you doing, Lisa? Good to see you. Thanks for joining in. And if you guys haven't checked out Lisa's channel, Sutton's Days, go check it out because she is the Queen of Canning. And I forgot to give, oh man, hopefully I'll see her again here so I can give her a shout out. All right. So you asked me the question, so I'm going to go ahead and answer it. So first of all, you have to understand that gold and silver, in my opinion, and I think I'm right, they're not supposed to be used as investments, all right, because they're real money. How can you invest real money? It's real money. That's why gold or silver doesn't make interest. It's real money, okay? And the reason why I procure and save gold and silver is so that it can preserve my purchasing power. Because whatever I buy today, whatever I spend on an ounce of silver today, 50 years from now, I'll be able to buy the same stuff with that ounce of silver that I could buy today with whatever I spent on it. Right? It preserves its purchasing power over time. The reason I say it's not an investment is because you don't want to buy gold or silver so that you can hopefully see it grow over a year or two. It's a long-term invest, not a long-term, vehicle to save your purchasing power. That's what it is. And all you got to do is take a look at the charts. Take a look and see how gold has done in reflection to the dollar over the last 107 years or so. All right, gold has outperformed it. The dollar has been devalued so much according to gold that it's almost worthless, and it is almost worthless. All right, but my rule is that if you're stacking on the regular, that whenever you get at least 100 ounces of silver saved up, that you try to save up for 1 ounce of gold. So a ratio of about 1 ounce of gold to every 100 ounces of silver. And the reason I say that is because silver is very bulky. Oh, actually, I have that. Remember that silver bar you all saw me bought at the coin shop? The kilo bar? Now, no, this is not a giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. All right. This is my retirement, or this is going to go to Victor one day. Right. But remember the kilo bar that you all saw me get? Here, it's right here. Look at this thing. This thing is a beauty. Look at that. Look at that thing. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, that is real money right there. This is real money. In 50 years, when I'm gone and Victor has this, he'll be able to buy the same stuff with this in 50 years than what I could have bought with the money I spent on that today. That's what silver is for. But you can see how bulky that kilo bar of silver is. Well, that kilo bar of silver, it would take me roughly 2.5 to 3 of these kilo bars, about 2.5 of these bars to get 1 ounce of gold. So to get a gold coin that's about this same size, this is silver, but it would take me about 2.5 of these to get a gold coin that's about this size right here, 1 ounce. So having a little bit of gold does have its advantages in case you have to bug out in a hurry and you can't get all of your silver, dug up before you head out. All right. So yeah, each of them have their advantages, but in the long run, I believe that silver will outperform gold nominally, meaning that in price, in percentage basis, silver will outperform gold in the long run. And the reason for that is because silver has been manipulated to the downside so much more than gold has. So silver will outperform gold. Eventually, it will find its fair market value, and that fair market value is going to be incredible. Look at what I was talking about, lithium. Look at lithium. Remember, I'm not sure how many of you may remember, but a while back I was talking about how much silver it's going to take in order to be able to produce all the solar panels that we would need just for the United States. Just to produce the solar panels that we need to power the United States, not including industry, not including factories, not including car manufacturers, not including any of that, just the homes in the United States, it would take about 30-something billion ounces of silver. Where's the silver going to come from? That's why this Green New Deal stuff, this green dream that they have, it's never going to happen. It's a cash grab that's supposed to take money away from you, the people, and put it in the pockets of these billionaires. That's what this Green New Deal is, ladies and gentlemen. It's never going to happen. So look at what, I'm not sure if you saw the video that I put out a couple of days ago, but look at what they're doing with cars now, with electric cars. They finally realized that there's not enough lithium in the world for us to have enough electric cars just for the United States. Just for the United States to convert to EVs, one EV for every internal combustion engine. There's not enough lithium for that, just for the US. So now they're saying, well, we're just going to have to not allow people to have cars. Same thing with solar panels and silver. There is not enough silver in the world for them to be able to convert us to solar power. This is going to fail. This green dream is going to fail. And guess who pays the price for it? You do, ladies and gentlemen. We do. Why? Because it is your labor that's funding this green dream that they have. It's our labor that's funding it via our tax dollars. So it's going to fail. But when it fails, guess what? Most of the people that enacted these ridiculous rules and laws upon us, they're going to be gone. They're already going to be dead. It's going to take many years for this to fail, you know, and when it fails, people are going to have to learn the hard way, because by the time that it fails, a lot of our manufacturing of the fuels that we need now is going to slow down, because companies, oil companies, natural gas companies, they don't want to invest for further production, for further allocations, for discovery. They don't want to invest in their equipment. They don't want to invest in looking for new oil fields. They don't want to invest in any of that stuff, because they were told that they are going to get put out of business. So if somebody told you your company is going to be put out of business in 10 years, would you be investing money in your company knowing that it's going to be put out of business in 10 years? Well, the bad thing about this with the fuel, with the fossil fuel, I call it. I know some people say, don't call it fossil fuel. Well, that's what I call it. The bad thing with the fossil fuel and companies not wanting to invest in exploration and invest in new equipment is that by the time that 10 years is up and they haven't been investing in any of that stuff to bring new production so that we can continue to live the standard of living that we live, by that time we will have found out as a world that this green dream is all a dream, that it's not going to work. And they already started finding it out by knowing that we don't make enough lithium in the world to supply enough EVs just for the United States alone. So it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. We're not in control, unfortunately. Look at this. We've got a superstar in the show. And let me see. I'm about 15 minutes behind, so I don't even know if you're still here, Matt. Good to see you. You like ghetto reviews, Matt? All right. Good to see you, man. Oh, by the way, hey, if you guys haven't checked out Magic Prepper, go check him out, man. Matt's a really good guy. Really good guy. Good to see you, man. I haven't been over to your channel for a little bit, but maybe I'll have to go. I'm subscribed to about 300 channels, ladies and gentlemen. Every time that I see someone that's a new prepper channel, I usually subscribe just to support them. Okay, well, wow. You know what? It's about dinner time, so I'm going to have to start closing it out. But you know what? Let me bring it all the way down just to make sure that I didn't miss anyone. Okay, yes, let me say thank you very much to Corey. Thank you, Corey Liu, for becoming a member of the Ladies and Gentlemen's Club. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining in today. Man, this is so much fun. You know, when I do one of these live streams and we get to have some of you that normally can't join in on the Friday or Sunday live streams. So this is a lot of fun. Maybe I'll do these a little more often than just once or twice a month. And of course, if I did miss any of your questions, which I'm sure I did, I apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen, but this is it. This is all that's in the background here, just me. Maybe I ought to hire someone to be doing my comments on the side and feeding me comments that I miss. Hey, Mikos, how you doing? Good to see you, Mikos. Thank you very much for the super sticker. All right. Wow, 378,000 people without power in Michigan. Well, I sent my sister-in-law a solar generator, so she should be fine. So, Nikisha, how you doing? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and close it out. Listen, if you are new to the channel, if you just subscribed within the last couple of weeks, all right, and or this is your first live stream, put I am new in all caps in the chats, and during our outro, we'll shout you out so that our community members can welcome you into our community. Other than that, I want to say thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I can't wait to see you all on Friday. We're going to have a great live stream on Friday. All right, so bring your game phases on Friday because we're going to do some giveaways again on Friday. And it's going to be a lot more than what we did today. All right, so having said that, have a great day. God bless every one of you. God bless America. All right, I'm Alaska Prepper. I am out. And here is our outro.